Good day, everyone. This is the morning weather briefing for Sunday, October 6th, 2024. I do apologize. I've been off for a few days. Um, there's just been so many things going on. So I just wanted to apologize for kind of staying off a few days, but I have been checking out the weather map previously, and it looks like it's just a matter of the same things we've been dealing with for the past few days. That's why I didn't feel like I need to go on. But now we have some new updates. Take a look at the map here. We will be going to a kind of a little bit of a special report on the red uh, stuff and information that's heading towards Florida again, right after Hurricane Helene has broken in. But let's start with the smaller ones. All right. Well, in Billings, Montana, there is an air quality alert. Just to give you a little bit of more details, uh, wildfire smoke is coming to that area. So please watch out for health issues as uh, um, increasing wildfire smoke can cause any of the symptoms that you see on your screen. Um, and please just stay indoors during these types of things. So that's basically it for all of that area. Let me grab the next one. Okay, so also in Norman, there is also an air quality alert. Here's a map of where it will be located. It's just an elevated fire risk near a mid in Ponca City. So follow the same instructions that I just said moments ago. Let's do some local radar on this here. So these are the areas that are affected, which is a pretty big span of area. That is a pretty big span of area, if you look at that. So it's all the way from Oklahoma City to pretty much widespread between the counties of Oklahoma City. So, yeah. So that's just what we're dealing with. That seems to be all for that one. Let's see. We do have a drought monitor from the National Ocean Association. This is what the droughts look like currently, um, which are not that bad. Again, the red ones are more severe, but that's basically it for that. Now, sorry, press back on the wrong thing. The heat advisory is still going on in Phoenix, but it's in a lower part of the area. So I don't think we really need to cover much on that because we've been covering that for the past few nights. That's been happening for more than 10 days. Um, so, yeah. Uh, so, just grab the next one for you. The next one... and it's also basically the same for the heat warning, for the excessive heat advisory and red flag warnings for Las Vegas and Sacramento, because they're experiencing excessive heat warnings and advisories, heat advisories. But the new one that just came in is from Grand Rapids, Michigan. The National Weather Service there has issued a red flag warning and a tiny small craft advisory, which spans across the entirety of Michigan. So nothing to worry with that. Let me get you the latest on this red flag warning update. So you can just read what it says there. Okay, let's get you some radar on this here. So obviously, and this is kind of concerning at this time, there is the lowest amount of precipitation. There's the lowest amount of water. It's heading out from that area. The water and precipitation is heading out from that area. So it's definitely going to be drier throughout the next hours. Anyway, today's weather, sunny, high 70 to 75 degrees, 5 southwest winds, gusting up to 50 miles per hour, which is pretty large. There is a wildfire danger today. There's an elevated wildfire danger in Michigan. Temperatures 64 to 76, humidity is 32 to 53%, and winds are northwest 15 to 20 mile per hour gusts, but gusts are up to 30 miles per hour. Just looking ahead in the week, here is your outlook for the rest of the week. All right, that's that one. Let me get you the next one. Okay, so the next one is in Marquette, Michigan, which has a gale warning, a wind advisory, and a lot of hazardous weather is happening around there. So that's basically all it is. Let me give you some radar on this one. So it seems like water is moving through there. Most likely, the reason for that is because that's nearest to an ocean. So, of course, the water is heading towards a different sort of area, or almost to you if that is your position. So, yeah, that's it for the radar. We also have some diagrams to show you. Only one diagram. Just windy today in Marquette with lake effect rain showers. And here is your outlook for the next 4 days. Okay, that's really it for that one. Next up, next up is the main aftermath from Helene.
This is an NBC News special report.
Good day, everyone. We are just simulcasting on all of my social media platforms to bring you the aftermaths of Hurricane Helene. According to the National Weather Service, there is still flood warning, flood advisories, coastal floods, small craft, of course, rip currents, flood watch, and statements from the water out there. Let's get you the latest satellite images from this area. So here's what it looks like. Again, we do have another special report immediately following this about a new tropical storm that the National Weather Service has identified. But again, it's headed out of the area, probably for the newest storm to start heading in. This would be if this storm that I'm talking about, that I'm just about to report on in a second here, will come into Florida. That will be the second major storm in the past 2 months. So just 2 months is where all of this can come crashing down. So that's it for this special report. Thank you for watching. Okay, thank you for watching that. We just want to bring you to the map here real quickly. If you can't really see that much, this tan that I'm showing you here is that much of, that's how much hazardous weather is happening. And again, we also have some done in Duluth, Montana, or Minnesota, whatever. Yeah, Minnesota. But yeah, so let me get you the latest radar on this one. Again, there's a gale warning, and then of course a hazardous weather outlook. So here's the latest radar that we are seeing from the National Weather Service, thanks to KOLH. Okay, and then of course we have two quick diagrams to share with you. So, of course, there's a wind advisory and an elevated fire risk in this area. Wind advisory is in effect on the left in all of those areas. The wildfire will mainly spread from the red line that you will see in the middle, heading towards directions that you could also see in that middle picture. And here's the outlook for the next few days. Now, along with that, there's also hazardous water conditions, hazardous marine conditions. Here's a closer look on that. Okay. Go ahead and change this. And again, kind of the aftermath into New Orleans from Hurricane Helene. It's just coastal floods, which is nothing much to worry about. But And now a report on the newest tropical storm, Mitten or Milton.
This is an NBC News special report.
Everyone, we are once again simulcasting on all of my social media platforms to bring you some updates on a new tropical storm that's headed towards Florida and New Orleans. We understand that this is the biggest part affected. You can kind of read off the synopsis from the National Weather Service and the National NAQQ this morning. So it is pretty bad around there. Again, you'll expect water conditions or marine conditions to be very hasty around that area where it's building up. And there's also been a watch put out for the New Orleans Baton area. Again, here is an overview of what a tropical storm Milton would look like. So it's heading towards that way. Here's the look at the week ahead in some counties. And here's where the coastal flood advisory stands at the moment. Okay. We, of course, have deep coverage with this one. We have, of course, very active local radar from that area because the storm is building up. Huge amount of water, huge amount of precipitation in that area, which is honestly to be expected during a buildup of this kind of matter. But so yeah, that's that. We also have the tropical weather outlook. So this is kind of the danger area. This was a disturbance, disturbance 1, 30% chance of cyclone formation in the next week. So in the next week, we could be getting this. And then, of course, tropical storm. So we have like 3 tropical storms. But the biggest one is going to be Milton for now. There is Leslie, Hurricane Leslie, and Hurricane Kirk. But the heaviest one that is going to be certainly heading towards Florida and North Carolina and every other place affected by Hurricane Helene will also be most likely affected by this new tropical storm Milton. This was as of 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. This is advisory number 5 in this case. So yeah, pretty big worries to talk about. Again, we have 2 other tropical storms that we are tracking. Other than that, we also have some graphical images to share with you. So this is, of course, because of all of this buildup. Here is the most likely fog risk for Monday, which is tomorrow, and later that night. So as you can see, it's only spanning 2 counties. It's spanning Macomb and Woodville, and again, not affecting New Orleans. It's just affecting a little bit of Michigan, Ohio, and Florida area, as we discussed before. So pretty high chances of fog coming from there. You would probably be expecting a lot of school delays, school closures within the Michigan, Ohio, and New Orleans area as this continues to come. Again, one little blob is heading towards Baton Rouge, but that is not really as big as this main area, which is, again, Michigan, Ohio, and Florida. Of course, heading towards all of those other areas as well. So, yeah. What we also have for the final part of this recording is the climate data for today in that area. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. All right, that is it for today's morning weather briefing. We will be immediately following with a game show stream, which will be set up in the next couple of minutes. But thank you for watching and have a great day. Thank you.